I recently moved into an apartment I'm renting with my girlfriend, and I found a stack of old notebooks in a closet. I don't know why they were left there, but we were curious and we began reading them. From what I can gather, the notebooks are journals written by the previous tenant who suffered from sleep paralysis. These are the entries I've read so far. My friend Derek is a psychiatry major, and it was him who suggested I write about my sleep paralysis episodes. I've been putting it off for a while now, but last night's episode was so weird I can't not write it all down. Besides, it's not like I have anything better to do. The episodes began as they all do, with me waking up to an intense feeling of dread and thick black smoke filling the entire room. As per normal, I thought, oh come on, not again. I didn't try to move since I know that's useless. All I could do was lie there and wait it out. For a minute or two, nothing happened. Then I heard something that made my heart sink. Footsteps. They were soft, yet as loud as gunshots, pacing back and forth across my room. As my eyes adjusted to the shadows, I could make out a humanoid shape, walking back and forth. I assumed it was a female based off the long, flowing hair and gown. She was very tall, her long, skinny arms hanging limply at her sides. Her dress swayed elegantly around her legs. Now, I've seen plenty of things during my episodes. Shadow figures, horned demons, black dogs with red eyes, but never something like this. I found myself intrigued by this ghostly woman, hypnotized by her loping gait and dancing hair. I guess she sensed me staring since she paused mid-stride and turned to look right at me. She had no visible features except a pair of glowing orange eyes. I gasped, and she let out a screech that can only be described as nails on a chalkboard mixed with radio static. She ran out of my room, slamming the door behind her, and I lay there trembling until I could finally move again. Which brings us to now. I'm sitting up on my bed, writing by the light of my iPhone, confused and super scared, yet kind of curious. Part of me wants to know more about that woman, but at the same time, I never want to see her again. So much for sleeping in late on Saturday morning. Last night, I had another episode. And you guessed it, that orange-eyed woman paid me a visit. This time, she materialized at the foot of my bed, like a desert mirage staring at me with those glowing amber orbs. If I could have spoken, I would have asked her who the hell she was and what she wanted. Sadly, I can't even scream, much less talk in my paralysis episodes. The woman began to hum softly, swaying back and forth. Her voice was low and raspy, and while I couldn't put a name to the tune, I knew I heard it before. Who are you? I thought. What are you doing here? The humming paused abruptly, as if I've spoken the words out loud. The woman moved her head and stared directly at me with her eyes glowing. A low growl rumbled from deep inside her chest, more animal than human. I'm not afraid to admit that I almost scared myself to death right there and then. Her form dissipated like early morning fog, and I was so relieved I wanted to cry. I tested my arms and legs, finding I could move again, and stumbled into the bathroom so I could splash water in my face to calm down a little. The bathroom mirror had been shattered. Shards of glass were scattered across the tiled floor, twinkling like fallen stars. I stepped on one and my foot started bleeding. All I could think was, who did this? After putting a bandage on my wound and cleaning up the mess, I returned to my room and contemplated what happened. I refused to believe the orange-eyed woman had shattered the mirror. She was simply a figment of my imagination. an entity conjured by my own mind. There had to be a logical explanation, though I had no idea what that might be. On top of everything else, I'm going to have to pay for a new mirror. Whoever that orange-eyed woman is, she better stay away. I've begun calling her Lola. The name means sorrows, and damn is she causing me plenty of those. She comes to me every night now, which is concerning since I've never had sleep paralysis episodes more than 2 nights in a row. She stands at the foot of my bed, hums, growls, and stares for a few hours and vanishes. Those orange eyes make my blood run cold, and I can't help but be thankful I can never see the rest of her face. Yesterday, Derek asked me about my episodes and if I was documenting them. I told him yes, but didn't elaborate. If he knew about Lola, he might think I'm insane and insist I seek professional help or something. Well, maybe I am insane, but Derek doesn't need to know that. I need to sleep. I look like a zombie, pale and with ugly purple rings under my eyes. I haven't shaved in days, and trust me, I'm not the kind of guy who can rock a beard. F*** Lola, f*** sleep paralysis, f*** it all. The good news is, I haven't had an episode in 3 nights. The bad news? Well, somehow Lola has found a way to haunt my waking hours. I'll go into my living room and find that my furniture has been rearranged. I'll find all the kitchen knives pulled out of the block and arranged in a circle on a table. I'll find the pictures on my walls turned upside down. I now know that whatever Lola is, she has become more than just part of my sleep paralysis. I don't know what to do. I can't believe this is happening to me. Maybe it is all in my head. Maybe I should seek professional help. Even if I am insane, at least someone else will tell me. Holy I'm shaking as I write this, my heart banging away in my ears, and I'm so close to shitting myself. Never before have I had such a horrific episode. After letting me sleep in peace for several nights, Lola returned. Instead of humming, however, she wrapped her fingers around my neck and squeezed. I woke up gasping for air, and there she was, her face inches from mine, choking the life out of me. Her eyes burned like twin infernos, tiny windows into hell. Her fingers burned like hot coals on my skin. She hissed at me like an angry cat. Through a mouth I couldn't see, her breath was hot and heavy against mine and smelled like roadkill left baking in the sun. Tears rolled down my cheeks. This is it, I thought. I'm going to die. I looked into Lola's eyes and saw pure hatred, murder, bloodlust. She wanted to kill me, and I didn't know why. What have I done to deserve this? Granted, I'm no saint, but what reason did she have to take my life? None, I realized. She's just evil. My face burned from the lack of air, and slowly I was seeing smoke and it was getting darker. I blacked out, not expecting to wake up again, but I did. My throat burned. It felt like it was crushed, and I swear I tasted blood. On shaking legs, I tried my best to get into the bathroom and flick the lights on. Squinting in the harsh glow, I looked at my neck in the mirror and saw that I had finger-shaped bruises on my skin. This isn't all in my head. This is real, and I don't know what the I'm going to do. So those are the entries I've read so far. My girlfriend and I have been discussing what to do. She believes it's all a joke, but I'm not sure. We've agreed to finish reading the notebooks before making any final decisions. I'll be posting the next entries as soon as I can.